Okay, where were we? Right, we were close to ending the chapter. But I do want to clear this last area first. I do still have an opportunity for you. This might be a good chance to do it. One of the stories Gren used to tell described a place he went as a kid. Old Gren with the laughter that lit dark rooms. Said it was his chapel, a wild place, always tousled in pleasant breeze and odor. You believe in a place like that? I don't expect to find the pristine, weather-blessed garden that his stories painted. You know how old Gren was, capable of believing anything. But we owe it to him to make the journey. Or I do. For the many ways he helped me. You have the... His ashes are in an urn. It's in my pack. Never knew how much the old god meant to you. I liked him, though. His action-filled stories. Good weather to make a good time. And the other three will handle this last tile. Their quest to inter the ashes of a friend and elder goes mostly unhindered until they reach the woods. Oh, Mark, look there. The river curls like a blue coil of hair down the coal-colored cheek of the mountain. Ancient pilgrims wander its winding course, the trees. Alright then. I'm just remembering how old Gren used to tell it. Those are his words. This looks like the place. They descend into woods that grow more thickly than expected. A symphony of echoing birdsong greets them and never ceases. His words or not, it sounds like they stuck with you. Sure. The thing is, I always had the tendency to take on all I could. Responsibility for people, for places, leaves you with some pride, but also a lot of regrets. But Gren Torenhak was so much older, and yet that hope and human fondness in his eyes, I think it kept me from sinking. Hold up, Mark, there's Draven. They've been stalking us for some time. It's not many of them from what I can tell. We heard to bury Gren. Anyway, there's not enough of them. They won't risk it. No reason to provoke a fight. Hello? Drov? Are you there? We wish only to honor our dead. Please let us pass. We'll bury his ashes by the river and we'll go. Drov? If you don't answer me, I'll assume you're letting us pass. Mark, you really think they can understand you? Why not? If I was a Drov, knowing human speak would be a useful skill. Luckily, or by some deeper influence, Mark and Cathethian made it to the river without incident. And that actually removes a Drovan calamity. Close to the riverbank, they spill Gren's ashes in a pit they've dug and lined with smoothened stones. Refilling it with earth, they slide a stone marker into the spot they chose and stand in greenish shadows and slanting light. You remember any of his old stories? Gren's? Yes. So will you share one? Nope. Gren was right, though. This place, it's a softer light to see your life by. We start to think our own troubles are so important, but there are amazing riverbanks, birdsong, beautiful places, things, people and creatures too. I'm glad we went. And I'm glad we went together. What do you currently have? You just have ambush. Ooh, crippling strikes ambush. Getting hobble. I don't know if that affects the enemy's move if it's in progress, but I'm pretty sure crippling strikes plus or ambush plus interrupts movement. Yeah, interrupts their movement. So we can stop them and slow them. Oops. Oh dear, I just started a fight with only 3 people instead of 5. Oh, this is Shy in the Shadow. We've done this one like twice before. You know what? Let's take the other path. You know, Lusky, I think this is a case where want is not the same as need. The cat knows. Shy agrees with me. What do you think she knows? Who are we to decide? Whatever. She comes back. She keeps coming back. With how long we're supposing it's been, you think that makes sense? They say love makes us stay where we don't belong, even people. Certainly cats. The witch did predict she'd need chasing off. And look what they've become to each other. So go talk to her. Talk to the cat? Me? I guess I really just mean don't chase her off. And I mean, I won't judge you either if you fail. I'm no cat herder. Just try. And you're gonna do what? I'll be busy. Whatever spell of transfer this woman worked, by her own admission, she left it incomplete. She saw it almost through, as she put it, so I'm wondering, can another hand maybe finish what she wouldn't? Don't you find that necessary sometimes when you're scared? Here, cat. Thirsty? Because if you are, find me a bucket with a bottom, or you can dive down the well. Yeah, agreed, but shouldn't take too long. And love, at one time I thought it was a thing others put on you like a collar, in order to keep you at hand. I thought I was smart for realizing that. But it's, with me and Cathethian though, from the very start, it was different. Lusky, I think, maybe see if she'll come inside? You got the figure of a hero up there. Hero princess, princess of cats. I'm sure I probably agree with you. She's alright company, not fidgety. In the oven's hot glow, the cottage seems not much different. There's one layered-on smell, cold, dark, and unfamiliar. And a hue to the shadowling that perhaps wasn't there before. Yeah, it wasn't the smartest I've ever felt, but got there, mostly just combing through that journal and figuring out what she'd left undone. Then it's like trying to get ghosts to listen to you. You just shout and hope it works. Big thing was, we burned what's called phantom freesia. Seems our witch collected it, dried it, but didn't use it. And with that, there were some fairly eldritch incantations. A soul unshelled and impaired for swallowing, shorn of its hull, shucked even of its shadow. I don't blame the lady for leaving them out. Those words just sounded bad. You were chanting this stuff? Well, no, I actually spellcast pretty quiet, I guess. But anyway, things resolved after that. Color flooded up into her, and... resolved. So what even was this magic, I mean? It's not interfusion stuff, huh? Would you know? Yeah, it's weird. I can't really confidently say, except that it seems to be a sort of thing where the caster's not intimately involved. Is that... Or like, it's still the same thing of this conversation between flame and a flower, but there's no human listener or contributor. No mystic, I guess, I just mean. But would that make sense? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, anyway, I don't know exactly what's changed, except there's more calm in her. Less panic, almost more awareness, maybe self-awareness? Shy gives to the shadow her long, unreadable gaze. And she takes a step inside, and another. This good? I don't know. Comes a noise of light being split down its seams, and a blinding unbrightness, somehow painful to see. In that moment without cognition, it seems strange claws may have snatched them from the river of time. But they are here again, whole. Looking for me? Where are you? That's why I hate this. You there? The voice through the window breaks their stupor. Looking for Fallwith Gray, and for Lucky Bellstay. You inside this glowing hut? Thrixel trickling down the way, through the woods. Yeah? Anyone? We're inside, yeah. It almost seems she senses them going, for the shadow-melded cat then decides to walk with Lusky. Shadow Cat will be. But does that feel... I mean, we do look good together. Do I have to change my colors at all? Maybe she remembers you're talking to her out there. So much the better, I guess. Now I don't have to feel sorry to you. Oh, but we still don't even know. Know what? Don't know what exactly remains, or what's new. Even just what she is now. Well, she follows, she follows. You were saying trouble's close? Yeah, a short ways, just in here among the trees. And so were brought together two figures of story, Lusky Bellstay and the Shadow Cat who protected him. You will attract attention, or would if your master wasn't so striking. Looks like you're leaving the fire roaring. I know, pretty irresponsible of that Lusky character, isn't it? He's not too good at putting out fires himself. Okay. So this fight's going to be a bit of a challenge, what with only 3 people in it. But The Shadow Cat gives Lusky the Spirit Chase ability, which has 5 range, and it shreds 4 warding from the enemy. So this will help him punch through. So we Spirit Chase, and then Flame Strike. I think I have to stand here to get Bite to work. Oh goody, I love it when that happens. Now, Naleli has already been maimed this chapter. Damn it, you can't get close. So here's hoping. This is gonna be dicey. Let's see here. Good stun. I think I'm gonna keep Naleli at range for now. Raider's good for Thrixel fights because it lets you get rid of all the scenery they interfuse with. Okay. And it has no cooldown. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage though. But that'll be fixed eventually. Spirit Chase. Dang it, he dodged. It's okay, nothing Naleli I can't fix. Okay, that was odd. Don't die, Lusky. Thank you for not dying. Oh, goody! Okay, he died. Never mind. I have to fall back. I'll fight another day. Man, that's 2 maims in Chapter 2. That is not a good start. Darn flanking. And of course, the Mind Worm finished him off. Still leveled up, though. Ooh, 3 enemies in a chain. Or I could boost his attack. I think I'm going to take the Flame Soul upgrade, because boosting his attack is more important. I definitely don't want to get rid of his Sean, because that's potency for his theme. You've been through hell, my friend. And the thought of you trekking back in this state hardly seems fair. So I have a surprise for you. Come on. Rickle, good, you're still here. Hello. Lusky, this is Rickle. He's headed back out of here, and I've arranged a slight detour for him to give you a lift back to town. Arranged? You actually approached someone and talked to them? Only for you, Lusky. What? Just feels weird getting special treatment. Then think of it as balancing the scales a bit. You were in Death's front yard not too long ago. It's time to enjoy some good fortune where you can find it. Take care. Take as long as you need. This'll be nice. Maybe the treetops passing by, the bumping, that ox smell. Alright. Luckily, while you can be maimed only once in a chapter, you can be maimed once per chapter. So if we get this capstone done. We've got plenty of time to kill. Got plenty of calamities to kill, too. This is actually getting a bit dicey. Those penalties are going to add up. Here comes the incursion, but I don't think it matters. Because once I complete the chapter, it's all. I could get more experience and legacy points from it, though. That is a thing I could do. I think since I'm right here and they're right here, I'm going to intercept them. Not good odds. All 5 of them, this should go better. I think first we want to get a good defensive line. Let's light some more fire, why not? Oh, into the fire. You still up? Not exactly. Don't need Lilia Ethan fussing over me, though. Who's fussing? Look at yourself. You're clearly done. Go on, get out of here. We'll take care of the rest. Into the fire. Even if I hadn't moved her, she would have still suffered that. Bite him. Nom. There we go. Somehow I thought we'd actually break into the next chapter today. Ooh, definitely upgrade Raider. You know what? Sharpshooter is pretty good. Warding, huh? What is it with people leveling up in the battles that get them maimed? It's like some anime tier stuff. They're like soldiers. Wonder why they're out here under the open sky. Looks like they're on the move. You think it's the folks from Gap Tether? Yes, and we have little choice but to get in their way. Could be a grim encounter. Could have been me down there all those years ago. Okay, now this is actually a pretty difficult capstone. So I'm concerned. Of course. Lock down all of them. Just the one, which should die. Like that. Made that look easy. That's just the first room. The actual fight is up ahead. So let's form everyone up at the door. Probably should have put him in Silk Step, honestly. Oh, well, too late now. Let's charge up our static electricity. The priestess stands tall and stares, her silver eyes aglow. Her small army clangs their weapons and moans and mutters. She's important. She's far down her path. You come and interfere with the will of the prophet, sun lovers. You murder his disciples. You debauch the soil. You turn your faces from what is stone. The priest's voice is smooth, sonorous, deep. It vibrates in the bones of all who listen. Here and now I forbid you from ever descending. You'll never know the warmth that lies below. She tosses a small flask upon the embers of her fire. It shatters among the coals. A flood of shadows jets up, drowning the sun. Acolytes, those who have been awakened to the deep truth, extinguish these star-led murderers. We take her down, it's over. In we go. So we have to kill the speaker, who's all the way back there, while there are constant reinforcements. Let's throw in an ambush there to catch the Chosen. Lock down their front line like that. Get them poisoned. Then I think I'm actually going to slip you around to here. See if I can get a good chain onto that speaker. Please? Yeah! Good 6 damage on her. Oof. Of course, all that really does is set me up for a bunch of bad flanks. Man, why do the Chosen always have to be so slow to move? There we are. Knock out their front line. And get him. Okay. Now, hopefully... No, she's behind the... I can't even target her. But what I can do is... just kind of walk up behind her, give her a bite for good measure. I know I said that was hard. I did make that look easy. Nalelia is just very powerful. Alright, relatively painless. Accuracy, huh? I'm sick and tired of you missing everything. The speaker falls and her army stills. They make no cries. Their voices low and groan like cattle, and they scatter. Their thumping feet fade into the hills. Nelelia douses the fire, but the shroud lingers overhead. She's dead. Was hoping we'd be able to get answers from her. Carnage and smoke reek around them. Too many wasted lives. Trying to be rid of their misery, they made the same bargain I made, only no one was there to save them. They were as good as gone when they woke from their oaths. We need to find a way to stop it. Either we pull evil out by its root, or bring every cavern down over their heads. It's not your fault, Mark. It's fine. We're all trying to come up with answers. Alright, and that was chapter 2. Only 3 calamities off. Mark spent time communing with the tortoise in shared dreams. Hiking the perilous Gap Heather Range provided Nelelia with a different kind of opponent. There is no hatred in the heart of a mountain, but neither is there mercy. Nelelia took what lessons she could from it. Falwith perfected the time-honored art of not doing a damn thing. Psst. Are you a guardian too? Boing. One cotton-aired morning, Lusky and Cathethian were married. Folks of Gap Heather gathered a few miles from the road and hung paper scarves on the wedding tree, and the couple chose. Since I was a boy, I dreamed of today. Our tree. Me too, but I'm so glad it's you, Lusky. None of it would feel right without you. An all-day feast would follow. Peace survived for a precious while, guarded by those who walked the hills and roads. But towns continued to tense and to shrink. Homes lost their families, and all manner of things were found abandoned. Where were the people going? There was an answer no one voiced. For all in those years, it was like waiting below decks on a voyage to anywhere. Who can weigh the ballast of so many troubled hearts? They rode the sea of uncertain times as best they could. And we get a mystic recruit. Mark's son. Archers is actually a lot better than I've given it credit for. I need to use archers more to compensate. Down speed, up warding. You don't need warding. You are immune to fire. Okay, let's get some of these people better equipment. Starting with you. We're putting you in a cowling because it gives you 3 potency. And yes, we're going to go all the way up to tier 2 on that. Lusky also doesn't have a lot of armor. Well, I can't upgrade the Sean. Is there anything I can upgrade? I mean, you tend to one-shot people, so I don't really need to upgrade you. I can upgrade your bow. It's mostly you, I think. Let's get you an actual weapon instead of that stupid pitchfork. I am actually using a weapon mod. That would be, yeah, because I have it's called like Schmitz's Armory or something. So that adds in boomerangs, which are like double target. These have a flanking stunt boost. But what I'm looking for are the, where are they? They're around here somewhere. Yeah, the sickles, because they give you extra potency. So let's just give you a generic sickle. Tier 3 probably was a bit much. What armor you got? Can I upgrade it? Kathy's got some decent armor already, but okay, I think that's good for equipment for now. The night went normally for Nelelia, who snuffed her candle at 9, found her bed, and tricked herself to sleep. Nelelia! Nelelia, wake up! You in there? The morning wasn't quite as routine. Alright, I'm awake. Getting too old for this. They came from all over. Mark's making a stand by the well. House, you can burn down if you like. I'll be away a long time. Did I lock up again? I think I locked up again. Oh, no, I'm alive. Okay. could just kind of leave you behind. Yeet. Gotta get you paladin at some point. Oh, this is not a good spot for the new guy to be in. Damn it. Can I hit you with cone of fire from here? No, but if I jump into the fire here, he's immune to it, so it'll be fine. I can get the mushroom. It's not gonna kill them, and you've got your own problems. Will that kill? That won't always kill, but this will because it does more damage. Send you out to wall, hopefully draw some fire. Speaking of... bonk. And it's self-flanking. Good. It's gonna be a well-timed shadow. Not into the fire again. There's a speaker in the depths. Oh, you can fit in there. Oh! Okay! Not today. That's a great start to the chapter. Man, I did not see that coming. Okay, I think best thing to do is to set up an ambush for you. Lock down this route with Sentinel. Punch you in the face. Form up here. Get some fire. Did you really not? Okay, fine. Oh goody, there's another one. Okay, first of all... get a ton of damage on you. Finish... no, not finish you off, but I'll put you in kill range. I'm gonna spirit chase you. And then we're gonna silk step. I can't get close enough, okay. Spirit chase was probably a waste then. Because I was gonna chain. But I'll do it. Okay. So now it's just those. Oh, no, there's that guy. There's more? You down. Mess you up. Let's see here. God, they really just keep coming, don't they? I think none of them are gonna spawn anymore, though. Let's throw that down. that was the prepared shot. Ha. So he gets 2 because he has his prepared shot. It's actually a nice mechanic. I'm glad they did it that way. You can take the 2 warding. Nobody else is dealing that damage type anymore. Punch in face. And get zapped. Block. Let's get more block for Kathy. It's actually, feedback loop is going to be pretty good for this campaign because a lot of people do magic damage. At least we made them pay for it. Not sure they value their own lives even. Well, come on, let's put these fires out. Sure. Morning is bitter and hot. The sky not yet light, stars all swarmed with smoke. Bodies are found burned, buildings gone to cinders. Others survive. They'll live alongside charred memories. Dawn will discover a changed world. How did I spend half an hour doing 2 tiles? A local shrine serves as a meeting place for hillfolk, farmers, people of all kinds. It's away from the smoke. They convene there around twilight. The suffering's vast, bigger than the one town, bigger than us or our people. All through the day, travelers have come from other provinces, dark news on their tongues, all dismayed to see smoke over Rainy Rook. Terror and ruin have erupted everywhere. Bridges destroyed, passes collapsed, innocents being harried, made homeless or worse. Could be we've had the wrong approach from the start. What do you mean? Think about all we've done. To this point, the fight, the tasks, the journeys, it's all been reactive, hasn't it? Trying to fix what they've already broke? I see your point, but if we're meant to hit them, we need a target first, don't we? Most we've ever found are small dens. Maybe it's not about hitting them at all, not directly. Maybe it's about loosening their grip on impressionable minds. I see. We have to look at what their goal seems to be, swelling their own ranks. And we get in front of it. We foster hope, health, security, we build, we sow, we reinforce. Right. They prey upon weakened communities, so we make the community strong. That way they either sputter and fade through attrition, or they have to fight us. They have to come out and face us head on. Their conversations continue long into the night, but by the time the stars fade, a plan is freshly born. Alright, I'm going to have to end this here. Chapter 3 is pretty quick, so we'll be doing that next week. I'll see you then.